I've worked long enough, and in enough different environments, to say this with confidence. People can be real assholes. Of course, that's not a polite word, but sometimes honesty is the only accurate language. After dealing with enough lies, betrayal, selfishness, and manipulation, you realize no other word really fits. But what surprised me wasn't discovering how bad people can be, it was discovering how right the Bible already was about all of this. Long before modern workplaces existed, God had already described human nature perfectly. Today, I want to share 4 things. How to identify toxic people in the workplace and in the world. Why none of this should shock us, because the Bible described it thousands of years ago. How God sees our efforts as we deal not only with toxic people, but also our own toxic tendencies. A conclusion to help us walk away encouraged, not bitter. 1. How to identify toxic people. Toxic people aren't always loud, aggressive, or obviously harmful. Some look friendly. Some appear helpful. But their actions drain your peace, your energy, and your purpose. A few signs include: they manipulate situations to make themselves look good. They gossip to divide or control. They never take responsibility, someone else is always to blame. They offer help only when there's something in it for them. They use others as stepping stones and then discard them. In work environments, this may look like a colleague taking credit for your ideas, a boss abusing authority for ego, or someone constantly playing the victim to avoid accountability. Outside of work, the patterns are the same, in relationships, politics, even religious settings. Human nature doesn't magically change just because the context changes. 2. The Bible said it long ago. When you step back and observe these patterns, you realize something. This is not new. The Bible described human behavior long before modern psychology or corporate culture existed. In Jeremiah 17 verse 9, it says, "The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked, who can know it?" And Jesus said in Mark 7 verses 21 to 23, "For from within, out of the heart of man, come evil thoughts, deceit, envy, slander, arrogance." The Bible tells the truth. It does not flatter humanity. It shows us that without God, the human heart naturally drifts into selfishness, deception, and destruction. So when we see toxic people today, this is not shocking. It's simply what the Bible has been saying all along. 3. God sees your effort. Facing toxic people can make you feel tired, discouraged, or even invisible. You may think, why do I have to suffer because of someone else's ego or dishonesty? But God sees everything. Every time you choose integrity instead of revenge, He sees it. Every time you walk away instead of exploding, He notices. Every moment you fight your own bitterness or pride, it matters to Him. In Galatians 6 verse 9, we are told, "Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap, if we do not lose heart." And there is something else. It's not just about surviving toxic people. We must also face our own toxic traits: impatience, judgment, resentment. The Bible doesn't only expose others. It shines a light on us as well. And thankfully, God offers mercy and strength to change. 4. Conclusion. So yes, people can be assholes, but that's not the whole story. The Bible didn't just warn us about human evil, it also revealed God's goodness and His understanding of our struggles. The next time you deal with a toxic person, remember, the Bible already explained why people behave this way. God has already given you wisdom to navigate it. And He sees every effort you make to choose what is right. So keep your peace. Keep your integrity. Even if the world doesn't recognize your effort, God does.